Hey, Mike here, michaelpitluck.com, and in this video is video number six of a series we're doing here, building a sales page from scratch using Thrive Architect. If you're interested in the Thrive Themes product, I have a link below in the video description. It is an affiliate link, so I would be appreciative. I would appreciate it if you checked out their products through that link. This is the next step that we're going here is building the bonuses. So we already have kind of the header, we have the problem copy, the solution copy, we have a kind of a story that kind of transitions into the product itself. Here's the product introduction. We have some testimonials, some results that maybe they can students can accept after going through the course, and then we get into the meat of the course. Here's exactly what you get, the modules. You're going to learn these things, the full breakdown and syllabus. And then the next part is basically, but that's not it. We're not even done yet. And then I'm just going to talk about bonuses because there is going to be a 3-tiered pricing structure. They're going to have the ability just to buy this course, the Start to Finish PASA course. The next tier is going to be the Start to Finish course plus some bonuses, $350 worth of bonuses for $50. And then the final is going to be the access level where I'm going to tack on some one-to-one, maybe some feedback. And that's going to be a much higher price point. So what we're going to do now is talk about the bonuses. So let's go ahead and dive into Thrive Architect. The great thing is that I have done this in the past. I've used, I basically already created this is what I'm trying to say, but not being able to say it. So if I come over to a different sales page, this is for what I call the Tech House Production System. I'm kind of rebranding this actually for the mid-tier section because the Tech House Production System, to me, I don't know, doesn't really sound like a course, but Start to Finish PASA style, to me, that does sound like a course. Like it's a start to finish course, and there's some bonuses that you can get. So basically, I'm kind of rebranding this. But what I've done is I have a section here where you have the bonuses. So it just caught my eye. Here's everything you get. Because in the last video, you might remember that I wasn't really feeling this section. And the reason why I think I wasn't feeling this section is because right here, I'm not sure if this is that compelling of information to put into this. Like what I'm thinking is, here's what you get. You're going to get these mouth-watering bullets in this section, right? That this is the stuff that stands out. But here, this is really just functional and feature-based rather than benefit-based. Like it's what's so great about this, right? Start to Finish PASA is neatly organized into workflow steps and modules, and then you have this. This doesn't stand out to me. Like if I'm going to have a standout section, then the content within the standout section needs to stand out. It needs to be mouth-watering. Like I gotta have this, and that's gonna entice someone to hit enroll now. And obviously, we're not trying to manipulate anybody. This is exactly what they're going to learn. But when you're going to put a button here, you should put it at an emotional high moment. I'm actually thinking of analogies to songs. You're trying to create emotional moments in the songs. Same with the sales page. And so this just doesn't create any emotion. I think that's the problem. And so it doesn't really feel like a natural kind of lead into asking someone maybe to purchase the course at this point. So I think that's kind of what my feeling was. And so I'm not going to focus on this section because we already spent 2 videos on it. So we're going to move on, but that's kind of my initial impression. So I'm going to have that in the back of my mind, thinking about maybe how I can introduce some more mouth-watering bullets in this section, some fascinations. Anyway, so moving on here, what we're going to do is go ahead and take the bonus section from here, free bonuses, and we're going to drop them basically into the sales page that we're building. So kind of cheating, but that's the beauty of working with, for example, Thrive Architect, that we can save these templates. And it's the beauty of building lots of different sales pages because you get to store what you make. So first thing we're going to do is, I was going to grab a content box, but I know that when I select a template, it's probably already going to be in a content box. So I'm just going to grab a template and put it into this background section here. And I'm just going to exit out of this, and I'm going to delete this template section here because I want to make sure that this template section is in. Okay. It's not letting me select it. That's fine. For now, it just wants me to choose okay, so what we need to do is get the bonus section. So here we go. Okay, let's drop these guys in. Cool. So this should be in a content. Okay, so this is actually an entire background section. Cool. So what we're going to do is see if we can move this below. This is a background section within a background section. That's not good. Let's see if we can. Okay, so below background section. There we go. Okay, so we can get rid of this background section. So now we have our new background section. Although for whatever reason I didn't include the header for it, but that's fine. So here we have the background section, and we're going to just redo this really quick. Stretch to fit screen width. Cool. And you'll see this is probably already within 600 pixels. Content 600. There we go. All right, nice. So this is some bonus material. And what I need to do is add in another course here. Kick drum mastery, secrets of the groove. So let's jump over here, and we have the bonuses right here. Start to finish 2 Ableton templates. Secrets of the groove. What else? Okay. Start to finish Solardo style. So let's jump over here, and we'll get this guy. So let's just make sure I have let's see if I have a template here of the start to finish Solardo style. So bonuses. Okay, template bonuses. Looking for start to finish Solardo style. Oh, there we go. Nice. Okay, so this is, again, is a background section. That's fine. What we'll do is, instead of the background section, we will grab the, we need to grab content box, background section. Jeez. Okay, we need to grab, this is what we need to grab. And we're going to move this above the text. Okay, we're going to undo that. Select content box. Let's make sure we're actually grabbing the content box. And there we go. So now we can get rid of this background section. Cool. So we have text that goes around a content box. And then we have this content box. We have this random content box that's doing absolutely nothing. And I don't like that, so we're going to get rid of that. Let me make sure this is the content box we need. Cool. So just to get rid of that other random content box, I'm just going to create a new background section down here at the bottom. And I'm going to select the content box that I actually want here. That one. And I'm going to move this content box into that new background section. There we go. And that leaves an empty background section and an empty content box. As you'll see, this is the content box inside an empty background section. So we're just going to get rid of this whole thing. So now we have a clean content box here and then the background section. Okay, so that's basically the way the rest of the site has been built. Makes no difference whatsoever, just feels a little bit cleaner on the code side. And so that's what I want to do. So with the background section here, what we need to do is make it a different color. So we'll go background style, and we're going to change this to F2, F2, F2. I think that's what we've been using so far. And we need to change the layout and position. We're going to get rid of those 1 pixel margins there. We need to introduce, I think we've been using 15 pixels. And then 50 maybe. Let's just double check. Oh, we need to add some left and right padding here. I think I was using the term margins, which is incorrect. So padding, Okay, so this is 30 and 50 on the bottom. So 30 on the top. And this one should probably be 20. Does that look even? Not really. We need this to be 30. That looks a little more even. Okay. Not that it matters because I still need to do the header for the bonus section. All right, so what I'm thinking is this graphic. I used to have a similar graphic for the start to finish Pause style, but I am not going to. I'm changing the name too. So I'm thinking about making a new graphic for this course. That could take a little bit of time. So what I'm thinking now is about putting this into a column, kind of like this layout. Let's go ahead and let's just check really quick on the mobile view to see how the thing is looking. Checking the column specifically, see. Lots of things we'll have to fix here in the mobile view. Tighten things up, make things smaller like that. That just looks like a train car crash wreck, whatever. Okay, let's get to the things with some columns. So these are some columns and that looks terrible. That's obviously not good, but at least it's showing up. Sometimes it doesn't. So it seems like they fixed some of the coding that can go wonky when you're working with columns. That's why I try to actually kind of avoid them. Okay, so 7 modules. Okay, so that looks good. Probably because the button already has some margin on it. I'm going to need to tighten it up though still. Start to finish Solardo style. It's a good looking image on mobile. All right. Damn. Long sales page. Okay, cool. So what we'll do is maybe we just won't worry about it for now. Let's go get a background section and create the header section. So background. And this is going to be basically just text. And so what we'll do is maybe this is going to be kind of like the template I'm going to use for the other section up here. But so what was the copy that I had? We've only just begun. Bonuses. We've only just begun. Okay, so what we'll do is put that, we've only done this, and then 52, bold. And get rid of this. What we'll do is the background, where is it? Layout and position. We'll get rid of the ones and we will do 50 on top, 15 on the side, 50, 15. We've only just begun. And then what we'll do is corners, borders. We will put a border there. And we'll put a border here. And it's going to be 99999, something like that. And then same with this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think it's 6. Yeah, 6. Okay, cool. So that, and then what we need to do, of course, is background style. And I'm going to choose, whoa, not that, image. And then we will choose the image. We'll get that Ableton thing we've been using. Ableton, this, bring that in. Okay, maybe we'll use the automation. Okay, and then we'll apply. And then solid color. What we'll do is, I really need to figure out that thing where you can change multiple colors. So for example, oh gosh, okay, I need to change this to 90, I think. Is that right? Really, 90? 80? Wow, let's try 85. Okay. Just had to move the picture. Something I discovered in an earlier video, which is very cool. Let's see if we can... Oh, that one's okay. That looks clean. I really like that one. Bam. Here's exactly what you get. What size is this? 52. What size is this? 64. Okay. Maybe I'll throw in an icon just to, you know, because I was thinking of maybe doing like a decorative border. So if we jump in here, background section, and then we go to decorations, fancy pointer. Okay, why? Wow. Why is the pointer not showing up? Fancy Diviner. Maybe because the background, I don't know. Why is that not working? Okay, so let's do none. Okay, I'm confused. Ah, I know why. Okay, my apologies. We put all that background stuff into the text section. We need to do it to the background section. So I'm going to add an image, and we're going to choose this one again. See, there we go. Okay, and we wanted it kind of like this. Okay, so we'll hit apply, and then we'll add the color, and we need it to be 985, I think is what we were going with. Sweet. Okay, and then now we can go to decorations. Okay, and then we will do cancel, and we'll do pointer. I see how this is. The only problem is that you can't get a clean line when you're doing these pointer kind of things. And that's annoying. So maybe we will have nothing. And instead we can go back to my idea before, which was to maybe just throw in an icon. And just below here that just points down. So if we just do down, maybe just one? Something like that, right? Okay, so with the bonuses we can I see what's going on here. Again, we applied the padding and stuff to the text module, but we need it to be applied to the background section. So let's do 0, and then here we need 50, 15, 50, 15. Okay. Oh my God! Wow. And then we apply the borders to the section as well. So we need to put the borders on the background section. None. So we're going to do a top border of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we'll do a bottom border of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice. Okay, let's check this out. We'll go to layout and position. Good. And what is the padding on this? Let's get rid of that. What is CSS? Wish it was like a bounce animation. I just want it to go like wow, wiggle a little bit. What is this? Okay, so that's gonna open like a light box or something. Okay, so okay, that's pretty much it. So we've got about 10 minutes left here. Let's see. Let's also get the padding right here. Huh. That's 50 pixels? Oh, whoops. No, it's not 50 pixels. It's 30 pixels. Let's give it even more. Let's try 100. $50 plus what? 30? 2? All right. So with this, we can maybe give it a little bit more margin. Padding, I guess. Maybe instead I can bring this back and then we can do 100. is exactly what you get. Okay, we definitely need to change the background style back to 90%. It's very distracting. And then same with this, 90%. Save. 90%. Apply. And what if we also did 64? And change this maybe to a different icon. Thinking maybe feeling this one. Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, so let's see. Let's duplicate this section and move it up here like that. Okay, so here's exactly what you get. Cool. All right. And then what we could do is I can actually move this here. And we can do this right. Oh, come on. This right here. This column. Okay, so this right here. This right here. This down here. And then let's move this to the middle. Like that. Okay, who's in charge of the margins right here? So if we go to layout, okay, so it's the toggle. So if we come to the toggle, something like that. Okay, so we need this to be, so below the button, we have a padding of 100. So below the toggle, we need a margin of 100. Okay, just like that. Okay, awesome. So we can make this image 100%. And maybe give it a little bit of margin on the bottom. So what would that be? About 20. Start to finish, Pausa is neatly organized. Yeah. So look, this is 32. Okay. This is bolded though. So what if we bolded this whole thing? So start to finish, Pausa. What was the original copy here? So start to finish breaks down based. Based on workflow. Workflow modules. Ah, that works. Okay, what is the... Seems like there might be some stuff going on here. What if we made this... Seems like there's something fishy going on with... Okay, so one of the things I want to do with the list items is separate them to make them feel more separated from each other, but tighter in like one of these tighter together, but then separate them out more. So apparently English is failing me right now. So what I'm going to do is just show you what I mean. So with the options, let's see. So line height for the whole thing doesn't want to move anywhere. So line height... Oh my God. Okay, there we go. See? So maybe we'll stick with 2. Maybe we'll go down to 8.5. That's what everything else is. And then what we need to do is list, styled list, and then the list item spacing. So now we'll get more spacing between each one. So each one feels more like an individual. Maybe we'll put 20. See how they feel like individual bullet points now? Before, it just looked like, I don't know, it looked like just this long, unreadable list. But now this is, they're separated from each other, right? Instead of like having 20 lines of text, just bam, 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 with these random check marks. Now each of them feels like an individual check mark. So that's cool. I like the way that feels. Let's see. So just trying to think, maybe if we drop this down to 20. $30. How much space is up here? 100. Maybe we can... Okay, I'm going to be really weird about this. I'm going to put these two in a content box because they feel like they belong together. And let's get rid of all the padding and stuff in the content box. Okay, and then what I'll do is use the content box to push down. Okay, what's going on? Okay, yeah, we need to get rid of the margin on the text, and I want to use the content box to push the other stuff down. So 50. Okay, here's exactly what you get. Cool, so let's get rid of this background section. Here's exactly what you get. Start to finish. Yeah, that works. Start to finish posit style. Start to, okay, and so what we're going to do basically is work from general to specific, right? So this is because then it makes it more digestible. If I just threw this at you, it's like you have to process. Oh, video is supposed to be done, but I think we made some headway. We fixed up this section. I'm liking this. We're getting these pop kind of things to break up the sections. So this is the most important one because it's the introduction of the course. And then here's exactly what you get. And then we're going to get this nice, what I was just getting into is just the nice flow from general to specific. And so it starts off with that image. Okay, this is the course, right? Then we get this nice breakdown. So 5 modules, 12 videos, 7+ hours. And we just slowly reveal all that information. And so it's organized to workflow modules. Here are the 5 workflow modules. You already know there's 5. And so we it's an easy piece of information to digest. We're not getting super into detail yet. But then here I have this section. You'll learn these things. So I'm wondering, actually, maybe I should switch the you'll learn section with the full syllabus breakdown. That would make way more sense, wouldn't it? Okay, so let's do that. Let's move this here, because then we're really breaking down the modules, right? It's like a natural thing. And then we can kind of get into the emotional thing. So this is what I was talking about, I think, at the start of this video. These are emotional things. And, you know, this is what people really want, and this is what the course offers. And so it really connects with what the user or visitor is looking for and what the course actually offers. And so this needs to be the thing that precedes the Buy Now button, basically. So let's drop in the full course syllabus. The only thing is that nothing, actually. My worry is it's not that big of a deal. So what we need to do is now fix the margins on this guy. So let's go to the toggle, and that's 100. Nope. Let's see. What is the... So if we come to the stylized list, so that we're dropping at 50. So let's come over to the toggle and drop this 50. Okay, so there we go. Okay, let's close this, close this, close this. This is a productive video, but you know what? It wouldn't have been productive if I wasn't kind of unproductive in the previous video. Because the previous video I was trying to just figure out what wasn't quite working. And then I charged, and then I was like, you know what? It doesn't matter. We're going to charge forward and it will come to me. And that's exactly what happens most of the time. So the best thing to do sometimes is just keep moving forward. This is 32. I don't know why the line spacing here isn't being accurate. I think it's because this is a list, and for whatever reason, the line spacing on the list gets a little weird. As you can see, I have no control over the line spacing underneath a list item. So I'm not sure, maybe the CSS or whatever is being used to control the line spacing here isn't working with list tags or whatever. I don't know, but that's what it seems to be the case. But we know from previous examples or whatever, this is about 32 pixels. And so if I want all these kind of spacings to be consistent, which I definitely do, what we need to do is come over to the layout and drop this by 20. Okay, and so that will drop it by 52 pixels exactly, but that's fine. 50 versus 52 is not that big of a deal. So, okay, all of a sudden it decided to work properly. As you can see, when we're in the text box now, the line spacing is actually 0. So that's perfect. So what we need to do now is come over to the layout and then change this to 50. Okay, there we go. Perfect. So we get 50 here, we get 50 here, although this doesn't quite look like 50, but it is. Okay. So, and I'm going by 50 because psychologically that makes me feel better, but if you're like a real design person, you're probably going to do it by eye, but I'm good enough. That's close enough for me, and I'm satisfied. So, okay, cool. Let's, we're in the background section, and here we have the 15 padding on the sides. Okay, this does not have the 15 padding, so we need to add that in. 15, 15. Cool. Ugh, damn it, we are in the text again. Okay, so let's come to the background section. We do have the 15 in that one. 15, 15. Great. Okay, so that's feeling good. And see here, now we have the enroll button, but what we need to do is maybe just double check this is 50, good. And then below the button, the padding is 100. So actually what we need to do is come to the stylized list and drop this 100. Okay, now in this case, it is bothering me a little bit. So let's come to the stylized list. Is there any list element? Okay, so okay. So look at this. So with the list elements, we're dropping everything by 20. Okay, so this is Thrive's way of, you can see now this element that I have selected is dropped by 20. And so that's controlled up here actually with the main options and the list item spacing with the 20. This slider here is basically applying the 20 pixel margin to each list item. And so since this has 20 pixels of space below it, what we need to do is come to the stylized list, and instead of 100, we need to just do 80. Okay, and so now this feels a lot more even, but I was just trying to identify why the spacing here was not feeling even, and that's because Thrive was applying that 20% margin at the bottom of this list item because of what we were doing earlier. Okay, awesome. This is exactly what needs to happen. Okay, let me break this down because I'm happy with this. This stops someone's attention, right? This is a big element. It's got that color. It's got the huge text. Here's exactly what you get. Okay, bam, we get that course thing. This is just sequential, just revealing more and more detail about the course. We get that course image again, which we've seen now a couple times. And then we get the module outline. We get the full syllabus breakdown, and then we get kind of the more emotional bullets of what's involved. And then we get that Buy Now button, or the Enroll Now button. And then here we've only just begun. We're going to get even more. So then we have the bonuses, and then in the next video we're going to start cleaning this up a little bit. We don't need to do too much because obviously a lot of the work has already been done, but maybe we'll clean things up. Maybe we'll add a little bit more spacing. Okay, awesome. So that's good. And then finally what we'll do is what's after this. So we've only just begun. And then I think what we have to do is get into the pricing table. So you can see I kind of have a mock version of what that pricing table is going to be. And this is it. And then we get into the guarantee. And that's pretty much it. We'll get into some guarantee. Maybe we'll throw in some more testimonials. And then what we'll do is just add in the pricing table again at the bottom. And that's pretty much going to be a wrap. So I think this was a little bit longer. All the videos are running long, but that's okay. Cool. Let's go ahead and save this. And let's check out what we have done. Again, we are building a sales page from scratch using Thrive Architect. This is a live build. This will be a live page. And if you're interested in the Thrive Themes products, Thrive Themes products, then I would appreciate going through the affiliate link below this video. So here's the sales page so far. Got all that copy. Oh, I love that, man. And we've got the introducing the course. We got that the number of students involved so far. We got some testimonials. And you know what? What we could do really quick is actually add an Enroll Now button at the bottom of this, right? The only thing is I didn't want to have an Enroll Now button kind of twice on the same scrolling page. Like this is a really big monitor. And I don't want to have an Enroll Now button twice. But so within one kind of full screen width kind of thing, not width, but height. There we go. Okay, so this is a little bit off in the margins and stuff. So let's check this out. The background layout. So this is 100. So what we need to do is let's get rid of the padding here. And we need the layout and position. Okay, let's check the content box. Why? Oh, because the margin is on the button. Okay. But still, this seems way bigger than this, doesn't it? Okay. Let's go to, I know if we go to the main options, you'll see the line spacing is 0. Maybe it's just that extra little space below the text that's throwing me off. But you know what? That's fine. I think it's too much space. Let's go to layout. Let's go to the button. And we will do 50. And then maybe we'll do 50 here as well. Okay. Maybe that's better. I don't know. Maybe let's try 100. Okay. I think that works. Because this... Anyway, that works. It feels okay. This needs to be separated. That feels good too. What about up here? So I think there needs to be a little bit more space here. Let's do 100. Well, now, what kind of... Let's do 50. 100. 50. That's 20. 50. 50. Whatever. Oh, shit. We don't want Safari. Okay, save. There we go. Cool. Oh, what is that? We do not want this. Okay. Cool. All right. Save and preview. But definitely improvement over the last video. Very cool. So, this is what we have so far. We got the header. And then we have the course hero, you could say. Then we have the problem copy, the solution copy, a little bit of a transitional story into the actual course. We got that introducing the course. We got some student testimonials and results. And then we have the here's what you get. Maybe I'll make this even bigger margins, maybe 150. Sorry, we are going to dive a little bit more into this. Sometimes you just got to make these things on the fly. It's just based on feel. That's all that it is. You know, you're always taking the perspective of the visitor. And so when I came across this, I just wanted it to be bigger. It just felt more, felt right. So if I just, oh my God, no, 50, no, 100. Yeah, what the heck? Yeah, there we go. What the heck? Okay, so let's change this to 100. Yeah. There we go. That's way better. I thought it was 100 before. All right, so again, just scrolling down the page, what does it feel like? And then just change it based on the feel. All right? No one's looking at this from a technical point of view. They're looking at it from an emotional point of view. So when you feel something and react to it, then it's worth changing. So again, here we have the testimonials, the results. Here's what you get. That feels better, right? It feels like a bigger break, right? The other one was a little bit too thin. All right, here's exactly what you get. Bam. We've only just begun. Bonuses. You know, another thing we could do is this is more important than this section, really, in a way. And so I can do this one 150 pixels and this one just 100 pixels. And so, fuck it. Let's do it. Kind of establishing a priority, right? It's just like fonts, right? Like one of the first videos, I was trying to balance the size of this image against the size of the text because this is the priority, right? This is a pretty graphic to look at and it's eye-catching, I think. But this is the priority. This is what connects, right? So let's dive on down. And so what I mean by that is this is the priority really over this one, even though they're the same size right now. But let's go ahead and make this one a little bit bigger. Another thing I could do is actually decrease the color on this guy. I can go down and make it a little bit lighter, again, making it blend into the page a little bit more than this one. So let's try 150 and 150. Maybe that's overkill, but you know, you got to try it. Let's see how it feels when we preview it. This video is going way over, 20 minutes over. Okay, so start to finish. I'm never going to get over that. I'm definitely keeping it in there because I don't know why, but it just feels cool. Yeah, that's okay, right? Like when you scroll down, it's not like, whoa, that's awkwardly large. At least I don't think that. And then this is a little bit smaller. Yeah, okay. And then, okay, cool. Good. All right. And then there's some changes, obviously, I want to make here, but that's definitely the next video. So we'll get into that in the next video.